This is the continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington. Peyton Place is brought to you by Cool Cigarettes. Taste extra coolness as you smoke. For the most refreshing taste in smoking, come all the way up to Cool Filter Kings.
Save the date.
I cannot wait to be your wife all over again.
Jake and Amanda finally get their happy ending.
God, you're beautiful.
I loved you.
There'll be something old.
When my mother got in between us, you slept with her. You really do remind me of your father.
Something new.
I knew what happened to Erica.
Something borrowed.
Go back to your perfect little wife.
And something totally out of the blue.
Hey, look at those two.
Watch All My Children.
What if you could beat the heat this summer with SoapNet's Breakfast in Bed?
Really?
Every Saturday and Sunday, kick it bedside instead of poolside.
All the other kids are doing it.
Stay cool and hang 10 with your breakfast favorites all day long.
Sir, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this.
As far as swimsuits go, those are totally optional.
Let's do it. Let's commit.
Breakfast in Bed every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. All part of
Summer
on SoapNet.
The doctor said to me, Peggy, you don't understand. Pancreatic cancer is inoperable and incurable. And he says, well, Peggy, you've got 2 months to live. It was like he was telling me, go to the store. There was no compassion. And that was heartbreaking. My life was an hourglass. I was home, laying on the couch, just dying. My sister Pam called the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. When I got there, I knew that I was going to be cared for. I met with the doctor after the tests were done and said, how long do I have? And he looked at me and he said, Peggy, we did a lot of tests on you. And I never saw one thing stamped on the bottom of your foot that said you were going to die in 2 months. You have no expiration date. I thought, wow.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is unlike any other cancer hospital, full of hope, committed to your fight. We use every weapon: surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, nutrition, spiritual support, and mind-body medicine. We surround you with a real team, working together, all under one roof.
Each time I went back to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I responded better. My tumors were shrinking. Came back in September again, and they still couldn't see anything. I said, you're kidding me. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep testing, but we can't see the tumors anymore.
Please call the number on your screen to speak with an oncology information specialist and receive a life-changing information kit and DVD packed with valuable information. Call now and learn about treatment options you may not even know exist.
It's really unbelievable how one doctor can tell me I have 2 months to live. And then I go to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America and they save my life. Hope is a mainstay. Hope is everything.
Don't give up. Your fight is our fight. Call Cancer Treatment Centers of America today.
Martin Peyton and Hannah Cord has been isolated and secure for many years. Now, that world appears to be threatened. A girl who calls herself Ann Howard has returned to Peyton Place.
So that's Ann Colby.
Yes.
She doesn't resemble Stephen, does she?
Oh, I don't know. The eyes, the brows. How long do you intend to wait? How long do you think you can afford to ignore her?
I have a plan, Hannah.
Oh, So that's why we're braving the smell of a wharf this morning.
Part of a plan. I've been debating it for several days.
But what is it?
It's more plausible and effective than anonymous prank letters about her. Thomas! Well, Rodney?
Hello, Grandfather.
Get up out of there. Show me around this grease pit.
Hey, Grandfather, why don't you let me put a couple of those in your wagon? You keep up with the best of them.
No, I'm not interested in keeping up with anybody anymore. You're the one who'll have to spend the next 40 years of his life competing.
I know.
And winning, I trust?
Most of the time, I hope.
I envy you. The time you have. If I could buy it or steal it, I'd do it in a minute.
Well, if I could give you some of it, Grandfather, I would.
What's this junk?
This is my business. We specialize in overhauls, tune-ups, general repair. If you have a faulty generator or carburetor, water pump, oil pump, we take your old one and give you a rebuild job guaranteed for 1 year.
What's your margin of profit?
5%. A little better on oil products, but we're not doing too good at the gas pumps. I'm going to have to work on that.
Well, it looks as if you had too much of your money tied up in inventory.
Well, actually, most of this stuff was here when I took over. I bought it at half the wholesale cost.
What if your business booms? Will you expand?
Work harder and longer hours until I have the cash in hand to expand.
And if your business starts to lose money?
Advertise.
And if it continues to lose money?
Well, I'd stop drawing a salary.
And if that doesn't help?
Look for a buyer.
You mean you won't go down trying to make the business succeed?
No, Grandfather, I wouldn't kick a dead horse. I'd sell out and look for something else.
Tell me the truth, Rodney. You don't really like this greasy, smelly monkey wrench business, do you?
When you were young, it was a chicken in every pot.
Correction, when I was younger.
Yeah, well, now it's 2 cars in every garage. If I can hold my mistakes down to a minimum, this business will grow. And that's the kind of business I want to be involved with.
Well, how can you afford to spend so much time with me? I'm not even a customer.
You look pleased.
I'm always pleased, Hannah, when I've reached a decision. As soon as we get back to the house, I want you to call Wainwright in Boston. Tell him I want him down here this afternoon.
Stephen understood he was to handle your legal business.
Call Wainwright. I want him down here this afternoon.
Yes, sir. I deserve to know what you plan to do. You owe me that much.
Home, Thomas.
Will one Queen's rivalry unite a kingdom?
I trusted you. You betrayed me.
Or destroy it? First night, this Sunday at 8 and again at 10:30 on SoapNet.
If it's a political hot topic,
they have done nothing more than let us down.
The latest scandal.
Wow.
Or celebrity news.
I heard you were being a total diva on the set.
It's not over till the co-hosts have their say.
Yeah, baby.
The View, weekdays only on ABC.
3 years ago, we got a call. My mother broke her hip getting in her tub. She had been lying there for 2 hours before a neighbor happened to hear her.
I don't think about that day. I think about the day I got my Premier bath. It's made my life so much better.
If you or someone you love has a mobility issue that could lead to a slip in the tub or shower, you owe it to yourself to call Premier Bathrooms, the world-class leader in transforming your bathroom with safe, easy-to-use, easy entry baths featuring hydrotherapy.
It's a beautiful transformation for your bathroom and for your life.
Call right now to get your free information. It's that easy. Let Premier Bathrooms share over 20 years of trusted expertise and guaranteed results.
Call 1-800-839-1104. Call now.
Join the Soap Nation!
Next stop, Nashville. Join Soap Nation June 11th and 12th in Nashville, Tennessee for the CMA Music Festival, co-hosted by Brennan Barash.
Oh, yeah!
With games, giveaways, and special musical performances by the Divas of Daytime and General Hospital's own Poor Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
For all the CMA Music Festival details,
go to soapnet.com.
Be a part of Soap Nation on SoapNet.
What's the rush? I didn't even have the car parked and you were gone.
I wasn't thinking, I guess.
Well, try and relax, okay?
Okay.
We've been through a lot together, right?
Yes.
So whatever the verdict is, we'll work it out, you and me.
I know.
Hello, Rita. Norman.
Hi, Dr. Rossi.
Hey, Dr. Rossi.
We got your message.
Oh, good. Come into my office, huh? So make yourself comfortable.
Well, she's gonna have a baby, isn't she?
No, she isn't.
Well, how about that? After all that worrying, too. What's wrong?
I don't know. I was so sure. I'm confused. I don't know whether I'm happy or sad.
Well, why the summit meeting? You kind of gave us a scare. You said you'd call.
Sit down, Norman. I'd like to give you a little two-sentence lecture. Having children shouldn't be looked upon as an unhappy accident. Until you're ready to look at having children as a miraculous event, you're not going to be ready to have children at all. So that's the lecture. Now, if you're going to want to have children eventually, then you're going to have to start building up your health right now.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that Rita's body right now is having a hard time taking care of itself. She's run down. She's undernourished.
Come on, doctor, let's have it straight. Is it something serious?
Doesn't have to be. She starts building herself up. But that means she's going to have to get 8 hours sleep every night.
8 hours? I'll never get to work.
Then you're going to have to go to bed earlier.
I'll make sure.
All right. And I want you to start eating properly again, too. No more skipping breakfast and substituting a cup of coffee for lunch. Here's some vitamins for you. And I prepared this list of foods I want you to eat regularly.
I can't make a meal of this. I hate most of the stuff.
Well, you're going to have to learn to like it.
Don't worry, doctor. I'll make sure by the time I'm through this, you'll love everything on there.
Good. Rita, you have any questions?
Dr. Rossi.
Well, I want to see you in 1 month, then.
Thank you, doctor.
Yes, Miss Charles?
Miss Howard left this note for you.
Thank you. Any word from Dr. O'Brien on Rita Harrington's x-ray?
When did you send it out?
Oh, yesterday.
No, the report hasn't come in yet.
Let me know when it does, please.
Yes.
Rita, don't forget now, 1 month.
Well, the sun's out, the birds are singing, and we're under doctor's orders to go to bed at sunset, to have steak for breakfast, and to... Hey, what's wrong? Did you forget how to smile? What's wrong?
Miss Cho, pick up on extension 23, please. Miss
Rita.
Cho, pick up on extension 23, please.
I guess maybe I wanted to have a baby.
Well, I thought you didn't.
Well, it's better if we don't. You can go on to college, and we can both go on working. We're awfully young. We've got plenty of time.
But?
I'd already started to like him.
Hey, come on. It's not the end of the world. You can have a zillion kids if you like. Eventually.
If we're going to have a zillion or even 10, we're going to have a problem with names. So I decided to simplify the whole thing and call them all Norman. You're Norman 1, first baby's Norman 2, then Norman 3, etc.
What if it's a girl?
Norma?
Did anybody ever tell you you're mad? Some people marry angels. I married a run-down, undernourished madwoman.
Don't you feel cheated?
In a way. But it'll give us time to get organized. A month. And then I'll talk to the scholarship board at college, to the bank. You get healthy, and then we'll be able to give Norman 2 a proper welcome.
Not till you finish college. We have to wait, and you know that as well as I do.
Maybe we don't.
You're just saying that to cheer me up. Well, don't. I don't feel like being cheered up right now.
Hey, come on. Lots of people go to school and have kids and work all at the same time. It's not impossible.
It is for us.
It's just a question of organization.
Oh, stop it.
It's not impossible, Rita.
Well, that's very colorful.
It's only a minor disaster, Doctor. Her name is Libby Olson. She has red hair and she likes to throw things.
Well, then your cryptic note to me meant simply come and help you pick up the crayons, eh?
Now, what else could I want to talk to you mean?
Well, I don't know. Those of us that have retained any naivete or innocence might even think I want to talk to you meant something like you wanted to talk to me.
I do want to talk to you.
I do want to listen to you.
I'm sorry I behaved so badly yesterday. I want to apologize.
No, well, that's all right.
And thank you for going out on a limb with Dr. Morton.
Well, anonymous pen letters, poison pen letters, actually don't impress Dr. Morton any more than they would impress any other reasonable person.
What did you tell him to make him let me stay?
I told him what he could have found out for himself if he'd read your file, i.e. that he had no cause to dismiss you.
Mike. Swear on the Hippocratic Oath?
Wait a minute. That's
Tell me.
kind of underhanded, isn't it?
Tell me.
Well, going out on a limb happens to be a favorite hobby of mine. I'm a regular limb climber out orderer.
Climbing out on a limb for me isn't all that dangerous, unless you don't believe my story. You want to ask me a question?
If your detractors write a letter to the hospital and they sign their name, there's nothing Dr. Morton or I can do.
That's not a question.
That's right. Are you prepared for that kind of harassment?
Yes. No. I don't know.
Well, you know you're going to have to make a choice between your curiosity and the job. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
Then what is your choice?
There is no choice.
You mean you're going to go on with your investigation?
Does that bother you, Mike?
No.
You sure?
Yes. Well, what does this mean, if anything at all, eh?
Oh, well, that means that Libby's going through a phase of hating men. See, her doctors hurt her. Her brother calls her cripple. Why? What does it mean to you?
Funny that you asked me that. It may mean that you would have been happier if I hadn't climbed out on the limb for you.
What?
Well, it might mean that unencumbered people like being unencumbered. They're happiest when they're going away from people. They're afraid of anything else. They enjoy being unencumbered. They enjoy being uncommitted.
Do you enjoy being unencumbered?
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet.
Save the date.
I cannot wait to be your wife all over again.
It's all about celebration.
God, you're beautiful.
I love you.
Revelation.
I knew what happened to Erica.
And a serious situation.
Look at those two.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
It's time to get married. I promised Nora a perfect wedding.
I'm gonna chip my tooth.
But with everything working against them,
You just got skunked.
can Bo pull it off?
It's gonna be all right.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
I'm gonna make Dante a Lulu pay.
This week, a plan for revenge.
You got me the loft across the hall from Dante.
And
Now you're gonna tell me what you did to Michael.
a painful confession.
You need to tell me.
Watch General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Never mind, Betty. I'll get it.
Hello, Mrs. Cord.
Mr. Wainwright, thank you very much for coming.
Surely.
Come in. May I?
Thank you.
Mr. Peyton's waiting to see you in his room. You know the way.
Thank you.
Oh, I was going home early. Do you think Mr. Peyton would mind?
I doubt it.
You know, settling into the new house, we've got a lot to do.
Of course. Betty, you're privy to a great deal that goes on in this house. I hope you won't worry Stephen with any speculations about Mr. Wainwright's visit.
Stephen and I know you have his interests at heart. You're his mother. Oh, Stephen. They're lovely.
You didn't think I'd forget, did you? Our first night?
Thank you for being so thoughtful.
You're welcome. You deserve it. Now, how long do I wait for my dinner?
Oh, it won't take me a minute.
Hey. I'm kidding. We'll go out to dinner. After we finish the champagne.
Mr. Peyton was with Mr. Wainwright this evening.
Wainwright? Is he staying in town overnight?
No, he went back to Boston. He was only with him for a little while. Wainwright came to discuss Mr. Peyton's will.
How do you know?
Your mother's attitude.
What could be so important that it couldn't be handled over the phone? Wainwright was with the old man for just a few minutes.
It's bad news, isn't it?
I'm afraid so.
No, I don't know what happened to me. When Mr. Peyton placed the call to Mr. Wainwright, something inside of me collapsed. I don't know what the phone call meant, but I knew somehow it was going to hurt you.
We have the same instincts.
It's a strange man, you're Mr. Peyton. He gave us the wedding. He hovered over us like
a father.
Yes, like a father.
Why would he do this? Why, after all this time, would he suddenly change his will? Rodney's in his house now, sleeping under his quilts, eating his food, sipping his brandy. Rodney's his world, not me. Oh, that wedding was a gesture. A chance for him to stand up and shout, "I'm still the master. I'm still the man who can move mountains." That's all, a gesture.
Stephen, what do you want from him?
Just money. Just cold cash. Dollars, half dollars, quarters, Indian head pennies, anything that's negotiable.
No, I mean it. What do you really want from him?
Acknowledgement. The thing that's gnawing inside of me is that he'll leave. Whatever he leaves. Under the name Stephen Cord. Cord, my mother's name. And the name Peyton will fade away. What do I want from him? I guess I want his name. And it's still not too late. Will or no will. Betty, I'm glad you're in his house.
That's all I can do is be there.
It's enough, be there. Be there 8 hours a day. He'll be forced to think about me.
Stephen, we've always been blunt with each other. Now, there's a lot more to it than just walking into the house and doing my job, isn't there?
Yes.
I'm going to have to watch people, interpret, hang on the phone extension a moment longer than necessary. A girl in a trench coat.
The word is spy, isn't it?
The word is spy.
I'm sorry. It won't be easy. But I have to know. It has to be done.
Yes, it has to be done.
Will one queen's rivalry unite a kingdom?
I trusted you. You betrayed me.
Or destroy it? First night, this Sunday at 8 and again at 10:30 on SoapNet.
Join the Soap Nation!
Next stop, Nashville. Join Soap Nation June 11th and 12th in Nashville, Tennessee for the CMA Music Festival, co-hosted by Brennan Barash.
Yeah!
With games, giveaways, and special musical performances by the Divas of Daytime and General Hospital's own Poor Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
For all the CMA Music Festival details,
go to soapnet.com.
Be a part of Soap Nation on SoapNet.